If we pay extra, could we maybe get some grease or fat?
All right, well, it's the fourth day now. Let's see, Tuesday. I started Saturday doing one meal a day. And Sunday, I didn't quite achieve that. I had to have a little bit more to eat because I had a small portion of New York strip steak that morning, smaller than the ribeyes that I had the day before. Monday, I had 2 full-size ribeyes, which was yesterday. And again, I lasted all day without being hungry. I felt full the entire day. So today, I'm doing New York strip steaks. Just the fact that I used to eat more than 2 steaks in a day, and now 2 steaks is getting me through the day, should be not only a savings on money, but I noticed that I'm not eating as often. I'm not having cravings as much. So I'm hoping this trend will continue. Well, it's another morning on this diet, and I am doing 1 meal a day. Been doing it for 5 days now. This is day number 5. So this is my morning breakfast, which is a couple of good size New York strip steaks. And yesterday went very well. I was able to get by with those 2 New York strip steaks yesterday, and I made it until the evening where I had a little bit of a craving and I had a little pat of butter. I know that's not really on lion diet, but it's great for carnivore, and it was able to give me a little bit of fat, and I think I was fine after that. So this is day 5 of 1 meal a day, and only on day 2 did I have anything to eat later, but I didn't eat enough that morning. I felt full all day yesterday as well. So we'll see how it goes today. New York strip steak. Day 6 of OMAD, New York strip steaks. Little bit of difficulty at late night with the desire to snack on something, especially since I'm out of carnivore crisps, but been overcoming them ever since day 2. So looking good so far. Well, I was out here cutting down all these trees. I came out here to check because the FedEx guy was here. And I noticed something new at the end of my property on the street. Let me show you what I saw. First, I noticed these orange streaks on the ground. They led up to this pole here, and they have a sign on them that says, "Caution, buried telephone line." And since there's also some paint on the ground around this pole here that has an arrow pointing onto my lot, the only thing that tells me is this has got to be what they were getting ready to do with the underground cable run. That's exciting to see, because I can see that something is actually happening to get these permits in. Back again today. I've already had my breakfast. I had 2 New York strip steaks for my 1 meal a day. I'm making Katie some, the last of the Warrior Burger that we have. This is the very last package of meat that we had from the cow from Big Mo's Cattle. As far as Warrior Burger goes, I still have some chuck steak left and some of the bones. So we're working through the rest of it. Now I got another cow on order. Just to be clear, the New York strip steaks and ribeyes I've eaten since beginning this 1 meal a day have all been from Sam's Club or Aldi, because I haven't had any more of the cow that I wanted to eat. But 1 meal a day is working out pretty good. Sometimes I still have the tendency to want to munch at night, and that's where those carnivore crisps come in so helpful, because I just need something to get me over that desire to munch on something, and those tend to do the trick. But we'll see how it keeps working out. But it has helped me to cut down on the overall food consumption during the day, and the amount of time I spend cooking has been reduced by 2/3, so can't complain. So it's day number 8 of 1 meal a day, and today I am having a porterhouse and a New York strip steak. I'm full all day long still. I do still have the desire to snack at night. Thankfully, a new shipment of carnivore crisps came in last night, so that'll make it a little easier tonight. It's been driving me a little nuts not being able to upload any of this video footage. I feel like I've totally lost my touch with you guys. But I know that I'll be back and you'll be there and everything's gonna be great just as soon as I can get that internet hooked up, and I know they're working on it. So breakfast is served. Porterhouse, New York strip steak. So here it is, day number 9 of the 1 meal a day experiment. I'm having a porterhouse and a New York strip steak today. That worked very good yesterday. So we're gonna continue on that same path today and just improving every day. This change in weather has really hit me hard. I'm sleeping a lot more than I was before. But I don't know, we'll see. I guess, you know, I gotta get used to this new body. First of all, I think I get cold easier now because I don't have layers on top of me that I used to have. And so anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and put these in now because this thing has been preheating for a little bit. The reason why I'm eating these steaks that are from Walmart or wherever, even though I still have some of my meat left from Big Mo's Cattle and some of the from the Carnivore Prime box, is because they're cuts of meat that I really don't know how to cook, and I have so little access to the internet right now. It's really impossible to look anything up. It's really strange trying to operate without any of today's normal connection to things. No, I'm continuing to record these videos, hoping that I don't run out of room on my iPhone. I used to be able to upload straight from iMovie to YouTube, but now YouTube doesn't allow that, so it's making this very difficult on me. And the most difficult thing is not being able to talk to you guys every day. And I can't wait to be back broadcasting normal. I'm hoping that this internet connection will be fixed very soon. Obviously, if you're seeing any of this, it's already been fixed, or maybe I found some other way around it. But either way, I really am wanting to let you know that I miss talking to you guys every day. You know, whenever Carnivore crisps come in, I get a box of them in. One of the first things I have to do is figure out how I am going to keep everybody from devouring them before I have a chance to eat any of them. Since I have to, you know, make sure I let people know that these things are freaking awesome, I have to get a hold of them before everybody else in the house does. And this is a for real battle. Last night I had to stop Luke from taking a whole bag into the RV. But that's how good these are, is that everybody loves them. And when they come in, I really have to, because I mean, these are my parachutes when I have a hard time getting through the day without snacking on something. I want to have these around to snack on. And even when they come in, I'm so excited to see them. I want to have some right away so that I don't miss having them because everybody else is going to eat them. So it's like a catch-22. I don't want to eat them because I want to save them for when I need them, but everybody wants to eat them, so we got to eat them quick. And the grass-fed beef heart is my favorite organ meat. If you like to have some organ meat, but you're not a big fan of eating cooked organs, the grass-fed beef heart is delicious in the Carnivore crisps. You can go to carnivorecrisp.com and order yours now using my code Dante, D-A-N-T-E. You'll get 10% off of your order at carnivorecrisp.com. Gonna make some breakfast. Just like every steak I cook. Dry brine, baby. I love my salt. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I try to make sure I put the same amount on them every time, or just a little more. So this is Redmond real salt. It's the only kind of salt I put on my steaks, and it's the only thing I put on my steaks, period. This morning, I am having a New York strip steak. I'm making one for Katie. She probably won't eat all of it, so I'll eat some of that one too. And then I am going to also make some ground beef, 73% lean. That's the most fat that I could find in it. So we're gonna go ahead and make some of that too. And enjoy another day of 1 meal a day. Something that I didn't think was gonna be possible a year ago that I could eat 1 meal a day. When I started this diet, I felt like I could do 1 meal a day for a while, but then it got to where I was eating 3 times a day again. And now I'm getting back to 1 meal a day, simply for the simplicity of only cooking 1 meal, for one, and 2, the amount of time it saves having to try to be prepared, because I mean, it's not like it was before where I could just go out to a restaurant and grab anything I want whenever I felt the urge that I was a little hungry. You're kind of chained to your situation, and if you're eating 3 meals a day, it makes it really hard to get a lot of other things done, because you got to do a lot just to maintain the diet. But if you're eating 1 meal a day, it's a good bit easier to maintain your diet. Well, here it is, another freezing cold morning in November. I can't remember what month it is. Anyway, it's a freezing cold morning in November. It was cold for a couple of weeks, or a week, and then it was warm for a week. So the past 2 weeks, it's been up and down. Today, it's freaking cold. And of course, I'm still doing OMAD, but all my meat is frozen. So I think I'm gonna go back to an old friend on a cold day like this, and that's my butter coffee. Some people call it bulletproof coffee. I think that's technically a trademark name for some guy who came up with the idea and then mixed it all together and made a company. But whatever you want to call it, I call it butter coffee because I don't use MTC oil or MCT oil or whatever oil it is. And it really does help me get through the morning without being starving. So since I'm gonna have to wait a little while for this to defrost, I don't like to defrost meat and then cook it. It usually doesn't work out as good. Plus, I'm still full from yesterday. So I guess it won't hurt to push on to a 36-hour fast. But all I know is right now I am freezing, and I gotta get some coffee and get back in the house. Got my meat outside, sitting all alone while I wait for the slab. Hey. I'm out here cutting trees and burning wood and spreading ash in this yard, trying to get this land ready to put something on it that sheep could eat someday. Overall, I've noticed that 1 meal a day has helped me curb my appetite overall, and that's been helpful, focusing on having 1 good-sized meal a day. I'm still trying to do 1 meal a day. I've got my meat ready for today. Let's see, I'm gonna do a porterhouse and one of these New York strip steaks. I'm doing it later in the day because I want to still have my walk. I haven't done my early walk like I usually do. It's been a very off day all the way around, but that's because I'm trying to focus on this habit forming change, and I also had to meet the plumbers this morning. If I was timing this the way I wanted to, I would be having breakfast after my walk, because I notice when I make breakfast before I go walking, I tend to feel like I want to relax for a little while. And honestly, it doesn't really matter, I think, whether you have it before or after, as long as you get it in there. Because if you're so regimented that you got to adjust everything around the deviation from your plan to do something early in the morning as opposed to later in the day, then you're not going to have enough flexibility to stick with this plan. So don't be afraid when you got to rearrange your plans, but try to get your habits set good so you can stick with them easier. And when you get off track one day, try to get back on the next day. The best thing you can do while you're trying to keep from letting that become a cycle of get off track, get on track, get off track, get on track, is focus on not breaking that chain by every day checking off those good habits that you want to do. And when you check those off, it's like a reminder for yourself that this is what you want to keep doing. Coming out, look at that. The meat just pulls right off of the tenderloin side of that porterhouse. So anyway, this will be today's OMAD. Certainly can't complain about the good food you get to eat on this diet. I have several goals. One of my goals is to teach you how to live healthier, how to strengthen your body, to strengthen your mind so that you can be prepared for whatever the world is about to throw your way. Whatever it is, whether it's bad or good, you want to be physically ready to take it on. And I want to be able to help you find that. And the key is consistency in not encouraging bad habits. Watching my videos hopefully will be an encouragement to you to not let today get by. If I've done that for you in this video, then I'm very thankful. I've accomplished what I set out to do today. And if you benefited from that, I hope that you'll let me know with a like or a comment so that I can know that the work I'm doing is helping you. It's helping me to have a healthier life. And I'm hoping that leading this example is going to help you and many, many others to recover the life that they really want. And I hope that motivates you to get up and get your exercise in, get your walk in, start eating right today. Decide that today you're going to do it for X amount of weeks, but set a goal for yourself and then put systems in place to help you achieve that goal. Well, that'll do it for today. I'll see you next time.
If we pay extra, could we maybe get some grease or fat?